Welcome to a video on how to create a virtual classroom using the Daymap LMS. Firstly, I'm going to show you a virtual classroom being used for a Year 12 Media Studies class. This is what mine looks like. I provide students using the announcement web part on information about the topic so they can learn about what they're going to do over the year. I provide students with all their assignments so they can access them anywhere, anytime, and I also provide them with resources as well that will support them in their learning. I like to embed YouTube videos. I like to create teacher-student discussions. I use the calendar to put when assignments are due, lesson notes and activities, and I use links as well to point students in the directions of resources to support their learning. Now I'm going to show you how to set up your own virtual classroom, and I'm going to set up a course in Certificate 2 in Information Technologies just to show you how to start off by doing it. So firstly I'll click on Year 11 because this is where the subject lies. I'll click on Design and Technology because that's where the faculty is, and then I'll click on the subject name itself, Certificate 2 in Information Technology. Okay, now these are the web components that seem to be as like a template that seem to be there with all the subjects when you first click on them. I'll show you how to use these and add more, okay, as we go through it. So the first thing you really need to make sure of before you start uploading and doing anything is to make sure that you click on Site, Actions, and make sure that you edit the page and you're editing in the shared version of this page so that whatever you do on this screen, students can then see themselves. Because sometimes if you don't do that, what you do on this screen, students won't be able to see. So it's a little bit pointless. I'm going to show you during this tutorial how to upload documents, announcements, upload a calendar, add some links, and student-teacher discussion. Firstly, I'm going to create an announcement. I'm going to use the announcement to just give the course a title. Then I'm just going to cut and paste some information about the topic. Click OK. And then you can see it's gone straight into the announcements. Again, click on Site Actions, Edit Page, and make sure that it's shared version of this page again, and click I'm going to upload a document, an assignment that I want students to be able to look at. You can upload as many assignments as you like. I'm just going to upload this study guide. It's a Word document, click OK. And I've got one of my first assignments that I want kids to complete. Also, you can upload folders, so if you're doing various different units of work, you can have folders with titles or with names on them, and then you can put the assignments within that, and I'll show you how to do that. So again, you need to make sure that you're on Edit Page. You click on Documents. Instead of uploading a document, you need to make sure that you upload a new folder. And I'm going to call this IT Work Practices. And then this just gives me the ability now to put assignments within that folder instead of having them sitting on the outside. It's pretty useful when you're doing various different units of work throughout the year, so you don't mix things up and they're easy to find. Okay, then I'll go back to Home. Okay, as you can see, I've got the first original Word document, and now I've got the folder called IT Work Practices, but I want to start uploading some documents to that folder, so I'll click on it, and then I just click on Add a new document, browse like you did before, search for a document, study guide, and then click Open. Okay, and if I go Home, as you can see, I've got a folder here again, and I've got my first document inside that folder. So that's just showing you how you can do the two different types, the folder and the document. And you can have as many folders, like I said, as you like, and as many documents as you like, and it's up to you how you set up your page. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to add a link. So again, just making sure that you edit the page, shared, and add a link. It's just click on add new link, and I'm going to type in a YouTube video that I want kids to see. Where it says type description, put a title in, because it makes it less confusing for the kids. Because if you just leave their web address, the more and more web addresses that you have, the more confusing it is to the kids. So it's good to give it a title so you can see that it clicks on, so they know to click on Hot Jobs IT because you tell them to. So, and they know how to find it, because if you've got heaps down here, then it becomes a little bit confusing. So that's how you create a link. You can add as many as you like I said, and making sure that you put titles on them just makes it a little bit more user friendly. Now, I want to add some. I want to add a calendar, because there's not one here at the moment. How do you do that? Again, you click on Site Actions, Edit Page. As you can see, the page is divided into two, left and right. You just need to work out which side of the page that you want it to appear on, and I want the calendar to appear on the right hand side, so I'll click underneath right, add a web part, and up the top here, lists and library, I'll click on calendar, add, and there you have it. You've got your calendar sitting there. And if you want to add an event, you just click on add new event. You just give it a title, and I'm just going to call it Introduction to Certificate to Information Technology. Give it a room number, wherever the room is, what time it's going to start. We'll just say 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. You can give it some description about it, some of the stuff that you're going to talk about, introduction to the course, and so on. And then I'll click OK. And you can see that the students will be able to see that there's an item there that they can then look at. And if you want to look at it as a calendar view, you just click on actual calendar. It opens up as a full calendar. Okay, and you can sort of see that my calendar event that I've just put there, this is just there from previously. Okay, so I just click back home. And now you can see I've got a bit of an LMS starting off. Now I want to click on, I want to add a student-teacher discussion. So again, make sure you click on Site Actions, Edit Page. I want it to be on the right-hand side, so I'm going to add a web part. Click on Student-Teachers and Add. And here you have it. I'm going to talk about, get the kids to answer some questions, and the good thing about these discussions is that it allows students to participate. So it's a good way of getting students to answer questions about, you know, whatever it is that you're talking about within your topic, and it involves them to get involved, and you can see when they actually reply to it. But this is a little bit different. The student-teacher discussion, you need to give them permission to be able to reply. So to do that, so if you click on the discussion, so this is what is information, what are the jobs that you're interested in. You can see here on the side you've got a reply thread. Now students will click on that, and then they'll be able to reply, and I'll just show you. I'll just delete that. Information, I'm just going to write anything. Information technology involves computers. click OK, and you'll see that my name will come up. Whoops, spelling error. Just want to quickly change that, so I'll click View Properties, Edit. So the good thing about it as a teacher, you can go back and edit it. Click OK, and it updates that. Now you can see that I've edited and made a contribution on this date and that time. But what you need to do is you need to allow students to be able to do this. Because I'm an administrator, I've automatically got rights, but for students, they need to be given permission. So you need to go here onto Settings and click on Discussion Board and Settings. And under this Permissions and Management, you need to give permissions for this discussion board, and you need to click on Students, and you need to make sure that this is checked, so they contribute, view, add, update and delete. That means that they can participate in that discussion. There you have it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something. It's pretty simple. It's just a matter of playing around and having a play. Thank you very much.